when you're walking through that door. When you're readying your equipment for the last time in this tournament, there's nothing like that energy. This is what it has led to.
Esports, or electronic sports, is an umbrella term for video game competitions. And over the last couple of decades, the popularity of esports as part of the gaming industry has seen incredible growth. And our own Queensland University of Technology has recently launched the QUT Tigers, its very own esports team for games such as League of Legends, Overwatch, and Rainbow Six Siege.
My name's Aksh, Rajpal. I go to uni. I'm in second year for games design at the moment. But yeah, so that's about it. And I play games.
Yeah, my name's Dylan Poulus. I'm the founder of QUT Esports, and currently I'm working with the OCS team.
So how does the team prepare and train for the events you go to?
We just work through as a team to find ways that we can improve and ways that we can use to, just beat the other team.
We have decided to adopt a traditional sports model of performance support for our OCS team. And what I mean by that is, instead of just letting them play and supporting them to play as much as they can, we have got them a sports psychologist, a dietitian, a strength and conditioning coach, and a gym membership here at YMCA, as well as entry into our elite athlete program, which means they can move their exams around, they get extra support, anything that they really need to balance their academic and sporting lives.
Now still, some believe that that's not enough. There's not enough skill or physical exertion involved to consider it a sport. And even with the enormous success of the esports industry, massive prize money, and even athletic scholarships on offer for esports at universities, still some that aren't convinced.
There has been some stigma against esports players, video game players, because people don't consider it a real sport. And I was just wondering, what are your thoughts on that?
The important thing, I think, is that regardless of whether it's a sport or not, the stereotype or the negativity is coming, in my opinion, from the fact that people don't perceive the benefits that esports can bring. So you mentioned stereotypes, and I'm going to take a stab and guess that that stereotype is kind of the overweight, unhealthy person in their parents' basement, socially isolated, eating bad food, playing video games and swearing. And that stereotype exists for a reason, that there are people who have that relationship with video games, and we've taken a different approach. And now a lot of parents might say, well, why don't they just play traditional sport then? And I think if we were to draw a Venn diagram and have sport and esport, there would definitely be some overlap. But I think esports engages a whole bunch of young people that wouldn't otherwise be engaged in traditional sport. So esport is an opportunity for them to get the same learnings that everyone else is getting from traditional sport, that friendship, camaraderie, engagement, as well as all the soft skills, teamwork, leadership, communication.
And so how do your friends and family react to them being part of esports?
They're more okay with it now, once they've realized what opportunities I've been given from it. And then nowadays, I've been to events, helping out, volunteering, getting paid to go to events. I've been on the news doing interviews for esports, and honestly, for me, it's amazing. I just have to show to my parents that it's amazing.
And while there remains a bit of controversy surrounding whether esports can be considered a real sport, the QUT Tigers are taking it all in stride.
And finally, what would you have to say to people who want to be esports athletes?
Alright, first of all, I'd probably say is let your friends and family know that you want to do it. They're the ones who are going to support you the most, and if they don't know what you're doing, they can't support you.
Now's the time to really have a crack at it, because the esports wave is built and it's going to break soon. In my opinion, I think esports will be one of the biggest sports in the world. I was at a conference middle of last year, and they think that by 2050 the biggest sport in the world will be an esport. And I can go into why that is, but there's no barriers to play esport. If you don't have legs, if you've got a disability of any kind, you can still play esport and still be really good at esport. So in that way it welcomes everyone. It can have the biggest player base that there is. And now if you become the best player you can be, there's a pathway to support you becoming a pro, and there's real income at the end of it if you can get there.
And frankly, if people took us more seriously, we'd all be winners.